Now this is Lookuptv. You're watching Lookup Weekend with me, Brian Amuai. Tonight.
Hii wizi ya mifugo. Hii maneno imepitwa na wakati. Hiyo maneno imepitwa na wakati.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua wants cattle rustlers to stop the illegal tradition, saying the government will catch up with them. Also tonight,
tutashughulika mpaka kila mtu akuwe na kipande na sehemu ya taifa letu la Kenya.
President William Ruto affirms that the government is committed to dignifying low-income earners with affordable housing. Beef farmers in Kirinyaga reap big and expand their exports to Israel. Now we are live across social media platforms. You can get in touch with us through those platforms and we'll be able to answer some of your questions, or rather read some of your feedback as we continue the program tonight. Our sign language interpreter is Philista Adundo. Let's begin. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has demanded that the pastoralist communities, especially in the peace volatile northern Kenya region, drop the illegal and old tradition of cattle rustling and banditry that has left some parts of the country inhabitable. Gachagua, who was in Isiolo to attend the prayers and Thanksgiving ceremony for Principal Secretary in the State Department for Petroleum, Mohammed Liban, says the time has come for the pastoralist community to embrace peace to open the northern Kenya region economically. He has, however, warned that all those involved in the vice will be dealt with mercilessly by security personnel. Henry Tende now reports.
The prayers and Thanksgiving ceremony for Principal Secretary in the State Department of Petroleum, Mohammed Liban, in Isiolo, saw the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua delve into the perennial problem of cattle rustling and banditry that continues to wreak havoc among the pastoralist communities, leaving a trail of terror and loss of lives. Gachagua, who was flanked by other leaders including the Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Masika Wetangula and Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale, has appealed to these communities to drop the illegal and old tradition of cattle rustling for peace to prevail among them.
Hii wizi ya mifugo. Hii maneno imepitwa na wakati. Hiyo maneno imepitwa na wakati. Tuko na shule, watu wasome, wengine waende kazi, wengine wakuwa wafugaji. Hii maneno ya kuchukua ng'ombe na buzi ya majirani tuachane naye. Hapa tuko na shida kati ya Isiolo na wajirani wenu watu ya Meru. Pale kwa Igembe iko shida hapo. Hawa jirani ya Samburu mnasumbuana. Watu ya Laikipia mnasumbuana.
Gachagua has lamented the continued cases of cattle rustling has left some parts of the country inhabitable and now warns the government will not relent until all those perpetrating the vice are flushed out of the community.
Sasa mumesikia rais amesema wezi ya mifugo mambo ni ngapi? Mambo ni ngapi? Mbona mnanyamaza? Kwa wezi ya mifugo mambo ni mangapi? Hakuna haja niseme mnaijua. So mheshimiwa Duale yako hapa, Kindiki yako pale, na hao watu wawili hawachezi na mtu. Hata sisi hawacheki na sisi. Hiyo maneno ya wizi ya mifugo tafadhalini, wangwana wetu wa Isiolo, hiyo ni mambo imepitwa na wakati.
The second in command has praised Mohammed Liban and termed him a committed servant in President Ruto's administration.
Na wewe PS nikupongeza kwa sababu hujaangusha watu ya Isiolo. Umekuja uko na bidii. Tukiitwa mkutano pale kwa rais uchelewi, wengine wanachelewa wanafukiwa nje. Huyu PS wenu alifika mapema.
Isiolo being one of the regions that to a larger extent supported President Ruto's journey to the presidency, Gachagua says President Ruto's government will launch several development projects in the county.
Wale wenye shares kama watu ya Isiolo na Marsabit wanafurahi. Kwa sababu lazima tukubali hii uchaguzi, your vote must count for something. 67% walisimama na Rais William Ruto. Na kwa hivyo lazima mngevuna. Hakuna mtu anaweza kupanda akose kuvuna. Hiyo ndio sheria ya ukulima. Ukipanda unafanya nini? Unavuna.
Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
Now, away from that, President William Ruto has stated that the government will ensure affordable housing project is achieved across the country to upgrade the status of low-income citizens. As he assessed the ongoing construction at Mukuru kwa Njenga in Nairobi, Ruto noted that the project will provide more job opportunities for the youth.
While on a visit to Mukuru kwa Njenga to evaluate the construction, the head of state stated that affordable housing project across the country aims to evaluate the status quo of low-income citizens.
Tuhakikisha kwamba kuna makao kwa wananchi yenye iko na heshima na mahali ambapo mwananchi wa kawaida anaweza kugharamia. Tunataka tupange hivyo ndio mtu yeyote awe na dignity ya mahali ya kuishi. Tuhakikishe ya kwamba tunaondoa slums, mahali ambapo watu wanaishi bila maji, bila choo, bila mataa, bila nini.
He further noted that the project will create more employment opportunities for the locals as the government aims to build at least 200,000 houses annually.
Tunajenga nyumba 200,000 kila mwaka.
Ruto noted that 1.5% of housing levy will help propel the completion of the project, hitting back at the critics who have openly opposed the move.
Ndio nimeambia wadosi, jameni, tukue wangwana. Wale wametupigia kura ni hawa na hawana kazi. Sasa mimi nikiambiwa nikatwe shilingi 1.5%, ndio huyu jamaa mwenye amenipigia kura apate kazi, iko makosa?
In efforts to feed the nation, Ruto said the government has plans to utilize unused lands for agricultural use.
Mashamba yetu ambayo tunatumia saa hizi kwa kuzalisha chakula, watu wengi wameenda kuishi mashambani, wanakata ile mashamba, mahali ya kupanda chakula inakosekana, alafu tunahangaika na mambo ya njaa. Ndio unasikia watu wengi wanapiga nduru, si ndio? Hii lazima tumalize mambo ya njaa kwa kuhakikisha kwamba tuna support wakulima, wapate ardhi ya kulima, tuwapatie mbolea na mbegu, wazalishe chakula ya kutosha, ndio tuondoe njaa Kenya. Huwezi kuwa ni taifa ambayo tunasema ati tutaagiza chakula. Tunatumia pesa ya Kenya saa hizi bilioni 500, 504 billion kuagiza chakula.
Aludagail, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
Now, KNUT, or better yet, NAT Secretary General Collins Oyu has threatened that the union will call for industrial action if the council fails to expedite the release of allowances to all examiners in time. Now, Oyu was speaking during the annual KNUT General Meeting in Kirinyaga.
Your meeting is about.
As the country prepares for 3 national exams in the coming month, Kenya National Union of Teachers Secretary General Collins Oyu has shown that teachers could take to the streets if they will not be compensated on time for their invigilating duties.
Kenya National Examination Council. This time, if they want teachers to go to the streets because they've not been paid for the work they did, simple work, okay? Of Kenya National Examination Council. Their simple work for the complicated work that we did is just to honor us by paying us. Ni madharau kutolipa walimu at the right time. And I want to pronounce here in Kenya, this time round we shall not sit back. We raised several warnings. Yes, you listened and actually acted late. This time, teachers who invigilated, teachers who marked, teachers who supervised will be ready to receive immediately. These exams are over.
Oyu underscored the role teachers play during exams, saying that the ministry not taking their role seriously is an injustice to the work they do.
We are workers, we are not servants. And look at the 3 national exams now. You know, I don't know why these people consider managing of exams to be a very simple thing. It is not simple. Because teachers will lose their jobs as they go about invigilation.
The NAT SG also welcomed the new grading system, saying the old one was a hindrance to many students who had different capabilities.
The Kenya system of examinations has actually condemned so many learners. Until one would have done a lot in life, the future becomes black and they get out of the system completely. It is not a must that one must qualify for all those compulsory subjects and grading. I want to tell you, there's a sign of relief in our learners with the amendment of the grading system.
OU has warned teachers against canon knowledge, saying the union will not defend anyone found in the unlawful act.
But make sure you leave our children, our young girls alone. And I want to talk to the to the branch officials here. Every other school has a school representative. Let me, as the Secretary General, hear nothing about canon knowledge in schools. Make use of the school representatives and tell the teachers in every staff, those you stand before as a teacher, none of them is a girlfriend, let alone a wife. None of them. Those are your children. Those are your children.
The SG was speaking during an annual NAT general meeting in Kirinyaga County. Now, the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, has kicked off a nationwide campaign targeting the border sector. Now, the campaign aims to raise awareness on road safety and tackle the rising fatal motorbike accidents.
With over 1 million bodabodas operating and providing transport across the country, the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, in partnership with the gaming firm Pakakumi, has started a nationwide campaign giving guidelines to riders on road safety measures.
Kama wanabodaboda wa Wazingishu, tunataka nyinyi mkue mstari wa mbele kudumisha usalama wapi? Sawa sawa?
Taking their campaign from Eldoret to Uasin Gishu County, bodaboda riders were cautioned against operating without helmets and reflectors and avoid overloading their motorbikes, factors which could lead to fatal accidents.
Road safety ni concerted effort ya kila mtu. Wewe ukipanda bodaboda, ensure uko na helmet yako, na pia mtu wa bodaboda anazingatia sheria ya barabara.
The riders have been called upon to be more cautious, as NTSA noted that statistically, bodabodas have been contributing to the highest number of fatalities during accidents.
Inafika wakati mwingine unapata kwamba hata wale wenye magari wanadhulumu wale watu wa pikipiki. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa nasema wote waheshimiane, wajue hata kuna watu wa pikipiki wako serious, na watu wale wa pikipiki waheshimu magari za watu, sio kugonga gari na kutoroka.
Wanjiko Njoroge, Lookuptv.
All right, 20 minutes past the hour. It's time for us to take a short break here on Lookup Weekend. Don't go too far. Continue engaging us on our socials at Lookuptv across social media platforms and Facebook. I'll be engaging you and taking your feedback as we continue the program tonight. Do tell us where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories that we are running today. We take that break. We'll be back in a few.
Are you a civil servant and looking for financial breakthrough? You can now apply for the salary check-off loan from Juhudi Kilimo, a solution that is available for salaried employees that have a check-off agreement with Juhudi Kilimo. All you need is 3 months latest payslips, a copy of your national ID, one recent colored passport photo and your KRA PIN. For more information, call us today on 0709 692 000 or send an SMS to 20103 at no charge. Juhudi Kilimo, investing in farmers, transforming lives.
Majina naitwa Faith Ruto. Asante sana kwa Lookuptv Foundation kwa umetuwezesha tukakuja cross.
Thank you very much, Loto, for being the title sponsor. This is a great event. It's not just about athletics, but it's also about growing business using sports as a tourism attraction.
The rest of today imepana sana, tumefurahia. Asante sana kwa Loto Foundation. Thank you so much.
Being a cross-country runner myself before, it is very fulfilling and refreshing to see that the deep talent that we have in this country is such a huge.
Together, we are changing lives.
Now, farmers in Kirinyaga County are reaping big from bee farming, an initiative spearheaded by the county government under the Wezesha program.
Favorable climate and abundant flowering plants in the country, bee farming is slowly turning out to be a lucrative business to farmers in Kabare, Kirinyaga County. The farming championed by Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru was at an inception aimed at bridging the gap between supply and demand. It has now turned out to be a big source of income for farmers.
Wakati tuliambiwa tulisomeshwa na agriculture hali ya mahali tunaweza soma tuweke nyuki, tukaenda huko Kiangai. Tukasomeshwa na mtu anaitwa Njokenene, nyuki kubwa. Tukatusomeshwa na hapo ndipo tukawa na idea tukanunua misinga 10.
Farming is a gold mine to Kanjikomo Self-Help Group, which is one of the beneficiaries of the program, as the group has been able to reap big from exporting their honey to Israel.
Safari moja ile tulitoa asari, tulitoa 50 kg. Na safari ya pili tukatoa kilo 150. Na kilo moja tunauza 1,000. Sasa kwa mwaka mzima si tunapata tu karibu 200,000.
Hata tuna miradi mingine tumeanzisha katika hata Nyeri huko Madhira. Tuna mizinga mingine huko. Na hapa kila mwanachama ana mizinga yake na anafaidika.
The success story of various beneficiaries of the program has ignited positive reaction from other farmers, with some expressing the interest to follow suit. The program is part of the Wezesha Kirinyaga economic program, which has also enabled farmers to diversify agricultural activities, leading to increased income.
Na kufuga nyuki sio ati ni kazi ngumu, kwa sababu hutaenda kwa samba kukata manyasi kama ng'ombe uletee, hutaenda kwa duka kununua chakula, hutatafuta daktari apatie atindawa ya minyoo. Nyuki mwenyewe ndiye anajipanga. Ukulima wa nyuki unatuletea faida kubwa sana, kwa sababu moja pollination, ikifanya pollination, kahawa ikatoa mazao mengi, mahindi ikatoa mazao mengi.
With its numerous health benefits and scarcity in supply internationally, farmers in Kirinyaga are at a vantage point as they smile all the way to the bank. Beatrice Kageha, Lookuptv.
Now, farmers across the country have been urged to embrace sunflower farming and other edible oil producing crops to reduce shortage and importation of costly edible oils. This as the Kenya Seed Company assures farmers that hybrid edible oil seeds are available in the market. Janet Koech now reports.
As efforts to curb edible oil shortage in the country continues to take shape, the Kenya Seed Company has assured farmers that the organization has come up with hybrid sunflower seeds, which are stocked in shops around the country to fill the gap of edible oil scarcity. Farmers have been urged to take advantage and plant the seeds ahead of El Nino rains.
Mambo ya mafuta kuimport, nchi yetu inatumia pesa nyingi sana. Na waambia kwamba sisi Kenya Seed tunatoa mbegu ile safi ya sunflower ambaye ni hybrid. Tuko na hybrid ile mzuri ya 3-way cross, hybrid 8998. Tuko na Kenya Feather ambaye ni nyeusi. Tuko na ile mbegu ya nyeupe inaitwa Hungarian White ambayo tuna export nchi za nje ambayo inatupatia pesa za kigeni.
Elsewhere, Isiolo residents will soon enjoy decent, affordable housing after 5 acres of land at Livestock Marketing Division was handed over to an area contractor for the construction of 200 housing units. The contractor has assured residents of job opportunities as casual workers and technical experts as well.
Leo tumepata wageni kutoka national government, especially hiyo kitengo ya affordable housing, ambaye ni project ambaye Rais His Excellency William Samoei Ruto alilaunch kwa kila county ambaye inaenda kwa 47 counties. Kuna county nyingine already shaanza, na leo tuko na bahati hapa team ya kutoka State Department of Housing wamefika hapa, ambaye exercise yao leo tunafanya handover ya site kwa contractor ndio aweze kuanza kazi, na karibuni tutaona hizo manyumba zinaanza kujengwa, na total houses ambaye for the first phase ya Isiolo ni 200 units ambaye tunaanza, but hii ni program ambaye inaendelea na itaendelea kuongezeka.
We are having this program here in Isiolo also to benefit the people of Isiolo and nation at large. Our commitment is to further the president's agenda, better agenda, bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which includes affordable housing available to every Kenyan.
Janet Koech, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
All right, these are the stories from the counties.
Tatiza usalama katika jamii.
In Narok County, the government has been urged to speed up the formation of policy that will safeguard the elderly during the celebration to mark International Day for the Older Persons. Help Age International Kenya Director Ballet Jaji said that the police will boost the economic and social life. Jaji further noted that the Kenya Kwanza administration will register over 2 million older persons to benefit from the National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF.
Ni siku ya kudumisha siku ya wazee, na mnavyoona leo wazee walituunga kwa wingi na tunataka kushukuru, na pia tunataka kusema kwamba wazee mnavyoona hao ndio wapelelezo katika taifa hii yetu.
Finally, in Kakamega County, Lugari Member of Parliament Nabi Nabwere has landed National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula for suspending the bill seeking to reintegrate Teacher Service Commission under the Ministry of Education, saying the ministry should be scrutinized before the bill is reintroduced to Parliament. Speaking during a funeral at Mukwanya village, Nabwera insisted that the bill must undergo amendments.
Reforms cannot reverse the gains we have made in education. It can only better to a new heights. Therefore, we cannot take the powers of TSC and give it to the Ministry of Education. For that to happen, some of us will have to die.
Reporting for Lookuptv, I'm Catherine Saina.
All right, now let's get sporty tonight. The second edition of the Omanyala Tennis Tens Tournament for players under 10 years has taken place today at the Nairobi Club, with this year's edition attracting more players. Our very own Ruth Osheke attended the event and files the following report.
The second edition of the Ferdinand Omanyala tournament, dubbed Omanyala Tennis Tens, was held today at the Nairobi Club with young players in categories of 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, participating in singles matches with winners being awarded. Omanyala, the Junior Tennis Initiative ambassador, said his purpose is to develop talent at a young age. Hoping through the tournament, they will scout talent and nurture them through the federation.
I'm looking at developing not sprinters, but developing talent from a young age. There are those people who are looking at them and they'll see these kids have talent. So with this kind of tournaments, we can scout talent and now nurture them through the federation and the structures that they have.
He's hopeful that as the children follow up his success story, they will be motivated to engage in more tennis competitions and consider taking it up as a career in future.
It's like, like me coming back and organizing such events, it's a motivation to them. It's not like I'm just running, they're just looking at me and seeing me on TV alone. Now interacting with them one-on-one is something that will motivate them even to do more of competitions and, engaging in more of these activities.
As this year's tournament attracted more players, Omanyala advised the young players to be disciplined and consistent, as these are the basic standards to a successful career. Curtains have closed in the second edition of the Ferdinand Omanyala tournament, with its aim being to inspire a generation of young players. Reporting for Look Up Sports, I'm Ruth Washeke.
All right, that story by Ruth Washeke brings us to the end of our bulletin tonight. Thank you so much for making time for this program. Let's do this again tomorrow on Look Up Weekend with me, Brian Amwai. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Philista Adundo. Good night.